it really does feel like this team is coming together as a team.
Yeah, I always say it's not just a team, it's more a brotherhood. You know, we really cheer for each other and always want the best for each other.
Hockey is a game of chemistry. You can't fake it in the game of hockey at any level. They just look and feel like they're all on the same page. They're all looking to be a part of the machine. And when you have that in the game of hockey, when you have that cohesion, normally good things are going to happen.
The road schedule is starting to catch up with the Wild now. The injuries are starting to pile up, and it's intense hockey. It's wanting to win, and there's a sacrifice to be paid for every single win.
Highs, no, oh no, there's nothing to be afraid of. If you can believe it, you won't ever let them tell you no. It is right here, it's what heroes are made. Picking up the phone already, know who calling. Ain't no testing me, my destiny's to be a baller. I've been going harder, death before dishonor, ain't no other order. Always knew I'd make it from the trenches up to be a starter. I'm an all-star starer, shot caller. Take a look at the glow, bright glow, you see the aura. Look how far they took it, you should know we going farther. Be a legend today, it's all over, we just started. It's like this, what heroes are made of.
They're up against a Jets team that lead the Wild one rip in the season series. They beat the Wild in overtime in Winnipeg in game number 3 of the season. Plus, they've beaten the Wild in 6 straight, dating back to April of 2023.
Gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening, a moment we all been waiting for. We got Curl, hey! We got Eki, hey! We got Bolt, hey! We got Broads, hey! We got Spurgey, hey! And in the net, the one, the only, Gus Bus! Hey!
Winnipeg got off to that incredible start. You know, they've been the team to beat in the first month and a half. Anytime you play one of your rivals and they're at the top of the heap, you're going to come with your best stuff.
They were leading the division by then, and we were chasing them, and they're one of our closest rivals, and you know, you want to hit them a little extra or just beat them a little more.
Let's go for us.
Here we go, here we go. Come on! Here we go, let's go. Come on, let's go.
At some point, the Wild are going to have to beat the real Stanley Cup contenders that play within the Central Division that have been powerhouses the last couple of years. To be the best, you got to beat the best.
Good job, boys, good job.
Connor Hellebuyck's a world-class goaltender, and sometimes you just got to tip your cap a little bit.
Hellebuyck has been great in net back there, so it's tough to get some easy goals and get that going. So you know it's always tight games. And
you definitely have to get bodies in front of him to sort of take his eyesight away, or otherwise he makes those saves. So he's one of the top goalies for a reason, and he's tough to beat.
I love the rivalry that the Wild have with the Winnipeg Jets. Their fans travel here, our fans travel up there. Neither team likes each other. Fan bases don't like each other. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh boy, Hartsey! Good job, Hartsey. Hold it. Good job, bud.
they're big. Like, it's just tough team to play against. Yes.
We're gonna score one fast. Just keep going, boys. Let's go.
3 whistles in 8.5 minutes. In favor to Johansson. Fire, save home. Rebound, score!
Good job, Finzy.
They have come out ready as the Jets equal
Lauko scores. Iafallo cuts in front, backhands one past Gustafsson, and it's 1-1.
Hey, we got our next one, boys. Keep going. Make it important, guys. Let's go, let's go.
Carefully, Connor now turning and shooting at the buzzer.
This is the moment you came. They're definitely the best looking guy on our team. Okay, yeah. Oh boy, moves!
That you became injured. When did you know that something was wrong?
You know your body, you know how it feels. Just took a few bad strides and felt something's not all right.
2 for the Wild. Lauko through the high slot. His wrister blocked by Morris.
You know, it's hard to skate with that kind of injury, so I wasn't sure like how serious was it at the moment, because I felt kind of like a pop-ish kind of sound.
Good try, Lauks.
Peachy. Push it to you.
Yeah.
After the shift, like I was on the bench and I'm like, yeah, it's not good, so just noticed the trainers and we went to check it out.
Oh my groin.
You're just thinking about like, hopefully it's not that serious, so that's the only thing that comes to your mind. Like, yeah, just like wish for the best possible scenario.
Got to give Hellebuyck credit. He was great, and unfortunately for Minnesota, they didn't get the result they were looking for.
It's been some tight games, and we just haven't come out on top yet.
Winnipeg, I think, in the end, was just a little more polished than the Wild. Because of that, they get the 2 points.
You have to leave it behind you because the next game is always coming up quick, and if you're in the past, you're gonna have a tough time winning the next one.
You have to bounce back the next day. There's nothing you can do about it except learn from what went on throughout the game before and what you have to sort of learn from, and it's always different.
There are tremendous challenges within the Western Conference and specifically within the Central. What makes this division so great, which prepares you for what lies beyond the regular season? You're playing big games throughout the regular season against some of the best teams in the National Hockey League. A lot of them are right in your division.
Wild with possession now. Eriksson to Kaprizov. He picks it cleanly. Kaprizov, Spurgeon, scores!
It was a tight game throughout. A playoff atmosphere in the building as well, so just the emotion after you score, it's always exciting.
I think the Wild learned a lot about themselves right then at that point. They realized how important this guy was to us last year and what we missed when we didn't have him.
Coming back, keeping the team together and on the right path, and he shows us the way.
Found a way to learn from a loss, and then they went on this run where all of a sudden, just a couple of days later, they're the #1 team in the NHL. They continue to learn from the games or the lessons that Coach Hines and the organization want them to win, and they get the results that they want coming out of it.
We're here with Jakub Lauko. Welcome to Wild on 7th. We brought some grapes for you, which we'll get into, which is a pretty specific niche that you've built around yourself. But how are you enjoying your time in Minnesota so far?
Yeah, thank you guys for bringing me here. You know, I'm enjoying my time, I'm having fun, and it's really been great so far.
Lauko's certainly known for the grapes, but I think aside from that, he's probably known for being fast. It's impressive how he can go from 0 to top speed in a real short period of time. He's a guy that isn't afraid to be who he is. You know, he's into JRR token and fantasy, and sometimes when it can be monotonous to go to the rink, it's fun to catch up with a guy like that when you're his teammate, because you're talking about stuff that you didn't anticipate talking that day, and it can energize you.
It's actually the first time I'm having a Christmas tree here. There's a few Christmases that I was just like went to visit, you know, teammates from Czech or Slovakia that I play with. I never did it like for myself, but I got my parents coming after the trip that we got now. So I think they're gonna be surprised that I actually get a Christmas tree. So it might be my favorite, obviously. It should have been green, but I like purple ones too. So I need to find a special place for this one. This is Vinny Lettieri's house. Vinny left me his family pictures here, so I can look at him. But we played with each other in Providence and in Boston, so we got traded for each other. So I think he was like a second person that called me, and he was like, did you see that? Like, that was the first. Yeah. So we were kind of both a little shocked, like, but. Yeah, so he told me right away that like that he has a house that he bought, and if I want to stay at his place, I can. So I'm very grateful to them, and it's been great. I really like it here, so I can be only grateful to them. Yeah. It wasn't like a serious injury, but it's the kind of injury that you need to take time to heal it properly, because if you don't heal it properly, it will just keep you off the ice for longer. So I just trying to take time to heal it, to be 100%, so I don't have that kind of injury again in the season or right after. I cannot really tell the exact time when I'm gonna be back, but I think I'm closing in. And now we got a Czech guy here now too, so it's nice, and I'm glad I can talk to someone in Czech and not just listen to Marat and his Russian and broken English. So it's nice. It's nice.
Wild say goodbye to defenseman Damon Hunt and a bunch of draft picks. In return, they get David Juracek from the Blue Jackets, 6th overall pick back in 2022.
He told me that I was like a second person that called him after the trade, so it was the GM of Columbus, and I was the second. So yeah, I just told him like, welcome, you know, like you're good into a great organization, great place, like it's gonna be a good start for you.
The Wild weren't looking for him to jump right into the NHL lineup, but they believe in the prospect and the player. Big right shot defenseman who's got a cannon of a shot. It seems like the organization content to say this is an investment for the future.
I think when you're drafted and you're originally signed by a club, you want to do well and you want to do well there. But sometimes it doesn't work out, and those feelings can be hard. I think he's excited to have a clean slate. I think it will be good for him.
We gotta wait for Dennis. Come on, Dennis!
You're going too fast, eh?
I would definitely feel more welcome if I see someone from my country, so I hope he felt the same way. I'm gonna get lost going back to my car.
Yeah, you have no chance.
I have no idea what I'm going after.
Confidence is high. You know, we got a lot of injuries and stuff, and it doesn't seem to bother us. You know, everyone knows their job and knows what to do, and just got to be a team that just comes on the road and plays a really smart road game. You know, we're getting great goaltending too, so that's the biggest thing. Is everyone's really excited and just pumped to be playing every night and really come together as a team right now.
And the Wild stretch their winning streak to 5 with a dominant 5-1 victory at Honda Center.
They're They're not resting on their laurels. They understand what got them here in the early part of the season. But yeah, there's going to be a target on your back when you're atop the league standings, no matter who you're playing. And you got to be ready every night.
You know, you want to be at the top no matter what. So if we have that target on our back all season, we'll take it, take pride in it, and you know what, bring it on.
Los Angeles Kings top the Wild 4-1.
Competition breeds excellence, and Minnesota is likely going to get the opposition's best, and I think their play will have to elevate, and I think it will.
Fans, back to back. They won't be happy with it, but they can at least hold their heads up high with how they competed in this game. The Wild saddle with a 4-1 loss in LA. The road trip continues Tuesday against the Utah Hockey Club. Hope you can join us for that one.
First drill, we're gonna go Nashville. You guys know these two guys are gonna touch pass up the ice, okay? So he comes net front, he comes out, D-man, you'll have the stack screen. Make sense? Here we go.
The mentality has always been next man up, but what does that look like? And I think we're seeing Marco Rossi take that next man up step. And he's playing a role in between Matt Boldy and Kirill Kaprizov that some may think is easy. That's not the case. Those guys have high expectations for themselves, and they want to score.
Slide drill! There we go, there we go. Good, good. Here we go.
We know about the skill, the vision, the hockey IQ. We know he works hard, right? We've always known that about Marco Rossi. It's great to see for a kid that puts in so much work, that is determined to get it done. When they get rewarded, you just feel happy for him.
He's got the belief of his teammates, and that's probably most important, and it's the most telling. I think he's hit the stage, he's the real deal.
Good work day today. Let's get ourselves dialed in. Let's rest up. Let's make sure we're ready to go. Big one. Let's finish the road trip off. 2 out of 3 here, right? All right, that's it.
Good evening, State of Hockey and friends, and welcome to Delta Center here in Salt Lake City, Utah. That's right, Salt Lake City, Utah is for the first time ever the Minnesota Wild play the Utah Hockey Club. Glad to have you along. Welcome aboard, friends. Joe O'Donnell, Tom Reed with you.
Feels like a new opponent because you're in a new building, the jerseys are there, the energy is different, but you know the names and you know that it's the Arizona Coyotes of old, and you also know that that team was on the rise. Despite all those distractions, having it be a new city, new rink, new everything, the game looks the same when it's on the ice.
Smart. Back to the road warrior mentality. Let's get everything got to finish this trip here tonight as a group. Okay? We got Shorzy, you got it tonight.
All right. We got Kirill, Rossi, Boldy, Midzi, Fabe. Gus is in the cage.
Stay right there.
Jakub Lauko back in the Wild lineup. That's the only lineup change for Minnesota.
I think the Utah fan base from opening night welcomed them with open arms. Hockey is new, so every night feels like a big game, and that's a huge home ice advantage for those guys.
Hey, let's go, boys, hey! Let's go! Let's go, boys!
All those fans were loud, great atmosphere in there, and fun hockey.
It's a break for Ustadino. Valimaki trying to catch him. He scores! On a breakaway with his first of the year, and he's tied this game at 1 for Minnesota.
Let's go, Marat!
On a broken play, got to a loose puck. Just like that, the Wild have a 2-1 lead.
get games like that. It goes from the one side to the other side. We score, they score, we score, they score. So it's good for fans, yeah.
Hey, be ready. Hey guys.
I think where he's taken the next step is by scoring big goals. They're able to count on him to deliver in big moments.
Holding out, forced it to Johansson, right circle, thrown in front for a shot. They score! Rossi is tied the game!
Let's go. Nice pass, boys. Good job, boys. Good job. Go. That's it, baby.
So Minnesota refusing to go away quietly. Same for the home side. What a hockey game through 60 minutes, and it is 4-4. Sudden death overtime coming. Numbers here for Utah. It's Goalied in left circle to the back post. What a stop by Gustafsson! A left pad save on Schmaltz on a one-timer, and that's going to take us to the shootout. Freddie Gaudreau goes first for the Wild against Karel Vejmelka's 2-2 in shootouts in his career. Slow pace for Gaudreau, dancing with the puck, trying to go 5-hole, and Vejmelka had the answer. Saunters over the blue line, wide right, picks up the pace a bit, middle of the ice, Boldy on his forehand to his backhand, he scores! And the Wild, if they get a stop from Gustafsson here, win this hockey game.
It's always a little guessing game. Some guys just know exactly where they want to shoot, so it's always who takes the bite first and like who gives it away first a little bit.
Bukestad picks up the puck, decent pace over the blue line, at the left circle, in, fake the shot, and then Reagan next crossbar, and the Wild win! 5-4 the shootout, their first ever meeting in Salt Lake City.
It really does feel like this team is coming together as a team.
Yeah, I always say it's not just a team, it's more a brotherhood. You know, we really cheer for each other and always wants the best for each other.
Hockey is a game of chemistry. You can't fake it in the game of hockey at any level. They're certainly going to be tested now in the middle portion with injuries, but they consistently have all been together. If you stay together in the game of hockey, normally good things are going to happen.
Give the puck away. All-time franchise leader in minutes played.
Oh.
Jared Spurgeon. Get off the ice.
It goes by fast, guys, so we have something special here, so let's keep building on it, keep going out throughout the year, and stay patient, game in, game out. We're going to do some good things here.
Teams that want to do special things need to continue to pile up points and play consistently throughout the year so they can eventually clinch that Stanley Cup playoff spot, and once you get there, anything can happen.